They say no one is above the law. But what if the law itself protects the powerful? The Epstein files may hold the answer America was never meant to see. Hello, fellow citizens who seek truth and justice. What you're about to witness is not just another congressional hearing. It's a rare glimpse into what hides behind the polished doors of Washington. Before us sits Republican Senator John Kennedy, smiling as usual, asking his questions with charm and precision. Across from him, FBI Director Kash Patel, a former Trump administration figure now in the hot seat, facing questions about one of America's darkest mysteries, Jeffrey Epstein. But make no mistake, this is not just about Epstein. This is about how justice itself is managed, controlled, and sometimes silenced. The essential question for the American people is this, Senator Kennedy said. They know Epstein trafficked young women for sex to himself. They want to know, who else? That question, direct, simple, and painfully fair, echoes in the minds of millions. Who else? Who were the untouchables that Epstein served? And why, after decades, do we still not have the answer? As the senator presses for answers, the director's replies dance around legal terms, ongoing investigations, non-disclosure, court orders. He admits the files are being released, as much as legally permitted. But that veil, the so-called legal restriction, often serves as the thickest cover for truth. This was more than an interrogation. It was a mirror held up to the state, reflecting how the powerful control the story of justice itself. Every question Kennedy asked exposed something deeper. The selective justice that became a political weapon long before this hearing ever began. The discussion of the Epstein files felt almost insulting to the intelligence of the American people. To present a decades-long network of child abuse and elite trafficking as one man's crime is to erase the complicity of those who made it possible. The partial, piecemeal release of files is not transparency. It's control, carefully timed and politically convenient. Because these files aren't just about Jeffrey Epstein. They are about the system that protected him, the people whose names remain redacted, the institutions that looked away. The question, who did Epstein work with, is not mere curiosity. It's a test, a measure of whether America truly stands for justice. If justice were impartial, these files would have been made public a decade ago. But instead, they're taken off the shelf only when they serve political needs, revealing a truth no one wants to admit. Justice in America is selective. Director Patel's testimony was not the sound of justice speaking. It was the echo of a bureaucracy protecting itself. Boasting of arrests and statistics can't hide institutional decay. Because the real question is not who gets arrested, but who is protected. And yes, America is still waiting for the names, the money trails, the flight logs, the guest lists. Until those truths see daylight, we remain a nation dancing between democracy and deception. So now I ask you, should all of the Epstein files be made public? Should the truth belong to the people, or remain a secret of the powerful? If you believe silence only protects the guilty, like, share, and subscribe. Because silence is the lie that power loves most.